Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thistle Ranch. Another video here on our YouTube channel. Just want to tell you guys that we appreciate you joining us and subscribing to our page and watching our videos. Today what I wanted to talk about, because I've seen a lot of questions pop up about it lately, especially being that it's spring, is raising chickens and what to do when you get in your new chicks. A lot of today's video is going to be an opinion piece or just a personal preference. But we're going to cover things that a lot of people do differently. For example, we choose to keep our chickens natural and as organic as possible, whether it was our meat birds or our layers. We do mail order our chickens, and we choose not to get vaccinated chickens, and we also don't feed medicated chicken feed or any of that stuff, but I'll get into that later. But we've chosen to go that route, and we have been successful. We have never lost any chickens due to illness. We've never even had a sick chicken, and we have never used any kind of chemical medications or anything in our chickens. We've taken that approach naturally, and it starts in day one when we get our chicks in the mail. When we get our mail order chicks in, the first thing that we do is we give them what we call magic water. Magic water is a mixture of warm water, raw honey, garlic, and apple cider vinegar. Now, the mixture for that formula, what you're going to use, you're going to take 1 gallon of warm water, and you're going to mix 2 tablespoons of raw apple cider vinegar, 1/2 cup of raw honey, and 2 cloves of raw garlic, crushed or minced. The reason we use that is because those 3 superfoods alone have outstanding health and just life qualities to them. But when you combine them together, you are creating a superpower of health for your baby chicks. The first hours of your baby chick's life are some of the most important. Now this is something that I'd also feed to incubated chicks, not just mail order chicks, but those first hours when you get your mail order chicks in or when your chicks are just hatched are some of the most important because that's when you take most of your loss. Now, what this mixture is really going to do is going to promote stimulation of their immune system, which is going to lead to less loss, less illness, and it's going to help with their digestion. The garlic and honey have great health qualities. Garlic is probably the king of all medicinal plants that you can use. Not just for yourself, but for your chickens. But the apple cider vinegar, being naturally fermented, it has already probiotics in it, which is going to help with the health of your chicks. And like I said, we've never lost any. We'll probably keep them on that for about the first week, maybe even 2 weeks, and then we'll switch them over to water and apple cider vinegar, and all of our chickens get apple cider vinegar in their waters for their entire lifespan, whether it's our meat birds or our egg layers. Just because apple cider vinegar, like I said, it has probiotics in it. There's so many health benefits to it. You know, it helps aid in digestion. It helps with the absorption of nutrients from the food. It also helps the pH level of the chicken's body, which makes their system less inviting to parasites and illnesses. So we definitely use that quite often. We use that in their water their entire lifespan, and we've had good success. The other ways we deal with things is we use a lot of herbs that have natural qualities to them to improve and even help prevent illness in your chickens. For example, we will feed snacks of oregano, dill, and other beneficial herbs to our chickens. The oregano specifically because oregano is a natural antibiotic for chickens, and it has been shown to help fight off illnesses like, bird flus and respiratory problems and things like that. So it's just a really great natural antibiotic for chickens. We'll also do garlic. You can add it to their water, or you can try to feed it to them raw. If your chickens won't eat their garlic raw, then you can add it to their water. But if you're going to do that, you want to make sure that you refresh it after 48 hours, because once you crush it, those allicins that are in the garlic that are the really good health promoting things, they start to deteriorate. So you're going to want to make sure and refresh it after 48 hours. But if you can get them to eat it by doing a mixture of garlic, oregano, and other herbs and put it out for a snack to them, that would be great too. Another herb we use is dill. Dill is another plant that has great medicinal properties for your chickens. Dill can actually strengthen the respiratory system of your chicken and help prevent them from getting respiratory illnesses. I've seen a lot of people talk about the respiratory illnesses and stuff in their chickens, and I think some of it is in combination with a lot of people that I see that, I see them say they only clean their chicken coops quarterly or a couple times a year. And again, I'm saying these people aren't wrong. I just choose to do mine differently. We clean our coop. We try to clean our coop every week, but at the most, our coop gets cleaned every 2 weeks. Now, we used to use pine shavings in our coop, but we switched over to hemp bedding, and there's several reasons for that, but hemp bedding is just a better product in general. It is 100% natural. It is completely compostable, biodegradable. It's 100% natural, and the other qualities that it possesses too is that hemp is 2 times as absorbent as other beddings like wood chips, wood shavings. It absolutely eats up odor better than anything I've ever used in my coop. And on top of all that, hemp bedding is actually a natural pest repellent, so it will also help in your coop keep mites and flies and other things away from your chickens because it has those natural pest repellent properties to it. We also switched halfway through our brooding season this year to the hemp bedding and the brooder because the pine shavings make so much dust, and pine shavings can actually release acids that can be harmful to your chicken's respiratory health, and that dust from the pine shavings aren't good for your baby chicks' respiratory systems either. And the hemp has way less dust than pine shavings, almost no dust at all. The other great thing about that hemp bedding too is that when you're done with it, you can add it into your garden beds because hemp is already naturally high in nitrogen, and when it's combined with the chicken droppings and everything else, you add that into your soil, and you're just going to improve the quality of your soil in your gardens. Or it also goes great in that compost pile. So those are some of the things that we do with our chickens, and I think if you really want to keep good healthy chickens and you want to do it naturally, I think using preventative measures like feeding them snacks of oregano and garlic and dill and other beneficial herbs is the way to go. I personally don't believe that you have to get immunized chicks and feed them medicated feeds in order to successfully raise baby chicks. We've never used it, and we've never lost a chick or a bird due to illness. So something is working for us. And if that's something that you guys want to do, then I'd encourage you to do some research or take some of the tips that we're giving you here and and apply those to your chicken flocks. The reason why I do this, why we do this the way we do it, why we've chosen to go the natural route, and the one thing that I don't understand about the other ways people raise their chickens is what is the purpose of putting in the time and effort and the expense of raising your own chickens, whether they be for meat or eggs, if you are not providing yourself with a higher quality, healthier food product than what you can get from the grocery store. I can't wrap my head around that. I keep chickens for eggs, and I raise my meat chickens because I want to have an organic, healthy product that has not been injected by anything and that has lived a natural existence without any interference into its natural system, whether it be antibiotics, hormones, whatever it is. And that falls in line with our feed too. We feed our chickens New Country Organics, non-GMO, soy-free feed, because that's another choice that we've made. There's more and more evidence out there of some of the dangers of ingesting high levels of soy. So that's why we go for the soy-free chicken feed. Like I said, I hope nobody out there is offended by anything that I've said. Everybody is free to raise their chickens the way they want to, and that's why I said at the beginning of this video that this is more of an opinion piece or a personal preference than anything else. But I want you to really sit back and think about what is the reason why you're raising chickens, and if you're doing that to give yourself a better product than what you can get in the store, then why wouldn't you? You're putting in the time and the effort and spending your money on chickens and their feed and everything else. Why not produce a better product for yourself? Want better than what you can get in the grocery store. Now, if you just want fresh eggs and you don't care about anything else, that's awesome too. You're doing something. You're raising animals, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just personally don't see the purpose of not providing yourself a better quality than what you could get somewhere else without having to put in the work. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys learned some things today that you might not have previously known. And raising your chickens and some natural helpers to help you raise more natural chickens. But whatever you're doing, we hope that your animals and your homesteads are doing well. We hope you guys will join us again next week. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You guys can also keep up with us on Facebook and Instagram under the same name, Double Thistle Ranch. We hope to see you guys soon. Thanks for coming back. We'll catch you next time.